Peace. It's God I see. Tapping back in with another one. And I'm just tapping in right now today just to talk about the month of October. You know what I'm saying? And talk about harvest season. You know? So in particular if you familiar with harvest season, I'm gonna go into that just for a minute. Cause it can play out in multiple ways, you know? So, in particular, I want to speak to, those of us, my spiritual people, you know what I'm saying, who's very spiritual, very in tune with themselves and very in tune with the seasons. You know, this is harvest season. If you can feel it, you can feel like real dramatic energy shifts right now taking place, at this time. So, I wanted to start off by talking about, harvest season since this is the month of October. This is a very, very important time right now, because October, for one, we are already in 2022. We're living in a time where the veil is thin. And then you combine that with the fact that we are in October right now where the veil is even thinner. When I say the veil is thin, that means what I'm speaking on is the veil is thin between the physical and the spiritual realms. The veil is very thin. That means there is portals and gateways open right now, which means that there's much more energy coming through. There's access for entities, spirits, and energies to come through and enter this reality. It's very thin right now. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for energy and spirits to come through. So, when you vibrating at a higher level and you got yourself protected, then you should be okay. But you have to make sure, it can be a very powerful time if you're working with energy. But you need to be mindful of the energy that you're calling through. Because when the portal is open like it is right now, anything can come through on you if you're not protected. So what I want to talk about right now is harvest season. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, please. You know what I'm saying? As we continue to grow and I continue to bring you this information as it's given to me. Also, giving gratitude to the loved ones of mine, to those powerful ascended masters and ancestors that crossed over. You know what I'm saying? Giving me this direct information and direct downloads. Giving gratitude to the galactic family. You know what I'm saying? So right now when I talk about harvest season, now harvest season can mean multiple things. One thing is the seeds that you've sown are coming to harvest right now. This is the harvest season. So if you sown seeds of prosperity, abundance, love, joy, and peace, then this is the season where you should reap that harvest. But if you sown seeds of hate, if you've sent attacks at people, you know what I'm saying? If you've sown seeds of poverty, disdain, things like that, you also gonna meet your harvest with that. And with that comes karma. So what you reap is what you sow. This is harvest season. So that's one way, and I can go into a whole nother dynamic on that. But right now I want to talk about harvest season in the aspect of whoever you are. If right now, protect your energy, because this is big. October is a big ritual month. This is harvest season. This is where they do a lot of energy harvesting. Okay. And in order to harvest your energy, they need to do things in order to get your attention. All right. The so-called elites, who I don't even no longer consider elite, being as though that their system is crumbling. But these people, the same people who run your entertainment industry, these secret people, there are secret entities behind the scenes manipulating a lot of the shit that you see on your screen. You know what I'm saying? And energy harvesting is the process of getting your attention. That means the masses. That means the sheep. The majority of the people on the planet who's still asleep, in a sleeping state. They get your energy and harvest your energy by getting your attention with things like showing you Kanye West wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, and then you niggas get triggered. Or they show you things like the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and then you get triggered again. If you're not protected, and if you don't know what's going on, you need to be mindful of what you consuming. So how they harvest your energy is they get a reaction out of you. Whenever you have an emotion or an emotional response to anything, that is energy being released. If you feel fearful, if you feel anger, then your energy is being released. So when your energy gets released out into the universe, these people are able to harvest your energy and use your energy up in order to fuel to fuel their agenda. Okay? That's how they feed off your energy. There's entities that you can't see in the spirit realm that feed off of energy. And so these beings are desperate right now. And this is the biggest feeding frenzy month. October, again, this is a big ritual month. A lot of sacrifices of people, babies take place in this month. This is all factual. Alright? Okay, so October, the veil is very thin. So what happens in this month is that you have to be mindful of your energy. You know what I'm saying? October is a heavy ritual month. You know, these rituals that's being done, these are mass rituals. And the rituals are done on the masses, the public people who don't have a clue what's going on. So what type of rituals are going on? Okay, the type of rituals that are going on are rituals that are being done in Hollywood to harvest your attention. There's rituals being done behind the scenes that you can't see, you know. There's families, there's bloodlines that go get together and do these rituals, and the majority of these people doing these rituals these are not humans. Hue meaning color, meaning melanin, meaning melanated man. The original man, the original people of this planet. The original. You know what I'm saying? These people are not human. They're not from here. They have to harvest off of your energy. That's what's been keeping the system up. So you need to be very mindful. I'm warning you right now. I know we already at today is October, I think the 9th. But for the rest of this month, you need to protect your energy in October and even beyond. Right now, the energy is very, very, the veil is thin. You know what I'm saying? And this is a big month for, cannibalism. So think about it. The elite are doing rituals to harvest your energy. Why? The question is, they came out with this Jeffrey Dahmer thing, like, why now? You have to stop and ask yourself, why now? Just in time for October. Just in time for the biggest ritual month of the year where they harvest energy. This is a big month where they actually sacrifice babies. They sacrifice people. Hundreds of thousands of young, melanated females have gone missing over the past several years, and they go missing every day. Even the males, even the melanated children, the babies. Why? Because cannibalism is taking place at an all-time high. It's been going on, and it's only ramping up. The reason being is because melanated babies, melanated people have the genetic code that is necessary in order to stay alive and to elevate consciously. These other people who are non-melanated, they are not from here. This is why they can't stand the sun. You know what I'm saying? These people are dying out at a rapid rate because their time has come. And so they harvest melanated people in order to feed off your energy to keep their own people alive. This is why children go missing. They literally eat these people, harvesting off of the energy from the blood. This is why they showing you what's going on. This is why they bring out the Jeffrey Dahmer story now. Why now? This shit happened years ago. Anybody who knows about this, myself, I was a young child, and I'm old, and I'm old enough to remember the story. I was told the stories as a child. You feel me? I wasn't even interested in watching the shit, So this is a huge ritual month, and I cannot stress this enough. You know what I'm saying? You need to tap in with your spirit guides. You need to call on your protectors. Depending on what level you on. Are you working with ascended masters? You need to call on them. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking to a shaman right now, you need to really work with these elements right now to bring that power through. This is an important time. The veil is very thin. You might be seeing, if you look, you might be seeing shit out of the corner of your eyes right now, especially if you, depending on what frequency you on, you know. Some of us can see shit directly, but you might be seeing things out the corners. That is because the veil is very thin. That means that the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world is very, very thin, so you can see a lot more, and that means that these energies can come through. This is why they use this month in particular to try to harvest energy. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing to speak on is this month is you have the pagan holiday which they celebrate called Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Which comes from the term Hallows Eve. Halloween means Hallows Eve, which means Hallows Evening, which comes from a festival that the Celtics used to have called Samhain. And at this festival, they would sacrifice children during this time. They would have rituals where they would literally eat children. You know what I'm saying? They would dress up and do these crazy rituals. This is the time where they said that the veil is the thinnest. So this is why they would, this is the time that spirits could easily come through. This is why at Halloween you dress up as ghosts, monsters, and all kind of shit, because it symbolizes these low-level spirits that can come through during this time. So when you celebrating this shit, you remember Halloween means Hallows Eve, which is short for Hallows Evening. This is a festival that used to be had, a pagan festival that used to be had by the people that you call the Celtics. And the name of this festival again was called Samhain. You know what I'm saying? They sacrifice children, babies, and all that during this time. So you need to guard your children. This is why you dress your children up during this time and you take them trick or treating. And you getting tricked. So this is an important time. And you dressing your babies up, you know, you need to make sure that you take special care to watching your children during this time. Because these energies is out to get them. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is harvest season. They harvest your energy. They harvest your energy during October. They do it all the time, but this month in particular is a big ritual month. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially those of us who are healers, spiritual workers, we particularly need to make sure we guard our energy, because people that are highly spiritual, if you already highly vibrational, if you already do a lot of spiritual work, then that means you're already open. So you definitely have to be protected. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that you protect your energy at all costs. And then you got a lot of low level, people, you know what I'm saying, who call themselves or consider themselves to be witches and all that, and they use this time. You just need to, these energies need to be aware of, what they dealing with and who they playing with, because some, you know what I mean, like, it's ammo on both sides, it's ammunition on both sides, so, you need to be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people come into these situations thinking that it's a game and that they can go and do these sacrifices and do these rituals, and they fuck around and fuck with the wrong people, and then next thing you know, the very thing that they tried to send to the person they tried to attack is happening to them, because you don't play with certain entities or certain energies. People who came here to do this work, people who are at the God level, people who are surrounded by ascended masters, people who are royal, the gods, the goddesses, who are supreme, who are tapped in, them, those are the ones you don't want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, you spread love to get love, So yeah, just going back to cannibalism and melanin. Cannibalism, and they showed you Jeffrey Dahmer. There's a reason why the majority of his victims was black men. See, there's something in their DNA that feeds off of your energy. They have to have you. You know what I'm saying? It's the blood. The highest concentrations of melanin is in the blood, besides the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Your pineal gland, pituitary gland. The pineal gland secretes melanin. This is where you get melatonin. You know what I'm saying? The chemical that's responsible for sleep. You know what I'm saying? Melanin is also the substance of life. Melanin is the same thing that gives you your rhythm. Helps you march to the beat of your own drum. This is why, you know what I'm saying, non-melanated people lack rhythm. They don't have the abilities that melanated people have because they lack melanin. Melanin is more than just the color of your skin. It's a very powerful energy. It is the substance of the universe in which all creation came from melanin. All creation came from melanin, which is in its highest concentrations is black, which is what represents darkness, the night skies. Everything was birthed out of melanin, out of darkness. A baby is in darkness. When a baby is in the womb, it cannot see anything. It is complete darkness. That darkness symbolizes melanin. It is out of that darkness in which life forms. See, these are the keys to the universe. They know this. But do you know it? But in reality, in hindsight, ignorance is no excuse. These people know this. So I'm just informing. Some of us know this too. This is our shit. We've been here longer than they have. That's why they keeping you distracted with bullshit so you don't pay attention to what's really going on. This is a powerful time to tap into your own power. You know? So just make sure that you stand protected and you keeping yourself protected and your energy guarded at all times. Ramp up your protection. You know, when they power up, you power up. Don't wait on them. In fact, don't watch them. Don't pay attention to them. This is how they harness your energy. Attention is the new currency. Where your attention goes is where your energy flows. And they take that energy and they harvest that energy. So, I'm advising everyone, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, you know, no matter what your ethnicity is, but particularly melanated people, because melanated people are targets, because these vampires, these energy vampires, they want your melanin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you right now to pay very close attention in particular to your children right now. Don't let them stray too far away from you, because during this month of October, during this time of the year, a lot of children end up going missing. A lot of children go missing this month because this is a sacrificial month. And I can't stress that enough. They will take your babies, you know what I'm saying? Throw them in a van. You know what I'm saying? There are secret underground bases on this planet that they take children to. They have certain places. One of the oldest ones known is called Bohemian Grove, which is where a lot of rituals has gone on for many, many years here, where the elite, some of your presidents go, you know what I'm saying? Some of the secret government people go, but even beyond that, there are rituals that take place where they take these children that's been missing, are taken by these people, and they sacrifice these children. They sacrifice them, and they give them up as an offering to the entities that they worship, which are demonic entities that they worship. And when they give up these entities, they give up these babies, they sacrifice these children, your children, they eat these babies, they actually drink the blood. They feel like that keeps them youthful, that keeps them going. Particularly melanated babies. They do it to all children, but especially if you melanated. So enough is enough of this shit. You know, the tides are turning, the energy is shifting, but make sure that you protect yourself during this month of October, during this, what we call harvest season. And this is why they showed you the Jeffrey Dahmer movie now, the show now. They're showing you about cannibalism taking place, and they had to show it to you this month. And just by you watching it, if you got triggered by it, you are being energy harvested just by you being triggered. Because again, when you are triggered, you release emotions. Emotions is energy. Once that energy is released, these people that feed off energy, they feed off of your emotions. You dig? So, I just wanted to throw this out here real quick about October and about harvest season. Energy harvesting. But also this is harvest season for you to reap the seeds that you've sown as well. That's another dynamic. I might come back with another one talking about that form of harvest season. But I had to drop this real quick again. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And I just want anybody listening, if this resonate with you, to share this with as many people as possible, because it's very important right now that people get this message. This shit is not a game. This goes on. This definitely happens, especially during this time, especially if you have children. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, share, and subscribe. And, also visit thehouseofancestors.com. If you need any type of guidance or consultations, I can be reached at thehouseofancestors.com, or you can email me directly with questions, at info@thehouseofancestors.com. And, yeah, so again, this is God I Seer signing off. Peace.